Hey there, y'all. How you doing? I am Coach Veronica Marie, and I'm here to help you live a healthier and a happier life. I'm so happy to be back on live. I had some technical issues for almost a year, but those issues are over, and I'm so glad because I get excited to teach you about yourself, about the universe, about manifestation, relationships, and love. I'm a fitness coach, a nutrition coach, an emotional wellness coach, and a feminine wisdom mentor. And I want to talk to you about the shadow self. A lot of people have questions about the shadow. It's unknown. People think it's kind of woo woo, so they don't want to talk about it. But I'm very interested in the shadow because here's what I know: the shadow is an important part to your abundant life. Everybody is interested in happiness. Everybody is interested in abundant life. But there seems to be these hidden parts of ourselves that cause issues. And not only that, you often feel like you can't reach your fullest potential at times. Well, I am here to help you. You can find me and more information about me at veronicamarie.com. I offer one on one coaching in this area. So if this topic excites you or it ignites something in you and you want to go deeper within yourself in order to heal, know yourself, and truly love yourself, then reach out to me and let's start some one on one coaching. If you'd like to lose the weight and you'd like to lose it in a way that's healthy and results in a nice toned body, let me know. I have classes all throughout the week and packages to help you achieve that. So, without going deeper into fitness, because I could really go deep into that, I want to come right here into emotional wellness, into the shadow. Last night, I talked to you about your ego, and we discussed the ego as being largely unconscious. The ego contains things that you don't know about yourself. Remember, it's not often only what you know that matters. Is what you don't know, you know, because you have parts within you that you are not aware of. And these parts, they attract and repel. These parts cause you to react and feel certain ways, and you don't even know those parts are within you. So one of those parts is the shadow. The shadow is not spooky. The shadow is not evil. It's not demons, anything like that. It's you. It's in you, whether you admit it or not. All right. The shadow is comprised of positive things and negative things, perceived good things, perceived bad things. Recognize that good, bad, negative, positive, these are categories, right? And these categories exist within you. The shadow consists of everything that you've learned since birth. Your mind is so smart that it will absorb information for you so that you can use your conscious energy to function. For example, there are millions of things going on around you. You are unaware of these things. You are unaware of how the oxygen and carbon are interacting in your lungs. You're unaware of how fast your heart is beating or how slow. You don't have to monitor these things. You're unaware of your belief systems. We talked about that a little bit last night. You don't even know what you believe. You will deny if I tell you what you really believe because you're unaware of it. How do you become aware of what you believe? You look at your behavior, you look at your feelings, your expectations, your assumptions, and your perceptions. Those will tell you what your belief systems are. It's not what you say you believe, it's what you actually believe based upon your behavior, feelings, expectations, assumptions, judgments, perceptions, and there you find the belief systems. Okay. The ego is not you. The ego is a part of you. The ego is a needful part of you because you need to know how to carry out your life existence as a spirit in a human body in this time space reality. Your ego is an expert at gleaning information and giving out meaning. We are not supposed to live by our ego, but our ego is a very beneficial part of us, which should serve our higher good, right? In the ego lies a compartment or a category or a state of being, let's say, called your shadow. Your shadow has some beautiful things in it, like hidden gifts. If you ever felt like you're not reaching your fullest potential, you don't know what your passion is, you don't know what excites you anymore, most likely it's down in your shadow. right? These things went into your shadow or went into suppression, energetic suppression, because somebody or something gave you the impression that it was unacceptable here. For example, if you were a child that was very loud and excitable and exuberant, and you had parents that dealt in depression, then your parents most likely caused you to suppress your excitement for their comfort. Your excitement is down in there. You need your excitement to live a full and abundant life. Some people out there, might be you listening right now, you don't get excited about a whole lot. I was one of those people. You would ask me, "Are you excited?" And I would say, "Not really." And people would say, "Well, what do you get excited about?" You know, so your excitement is down there. Hidden gifts are down there. I remember growing up saying, "I can't draw. I can't draw," right? Where I got that from, I have no clue. But one day I found out that I could draw. That was in my shadow. And it was to my benefit for these things to come forward so that I could live a fuller life. Now I enjoy drawing in my private time. It's not necessarily for me to sell art, but it's a creative expression, right? There was a time where I hated my voice and my accent. It just drove me insane, right? And so I would try to cover it and mask it. I don't do that anymore because I've since learned to love it. You see how you learn what's in your shadow and you bring it into your current life, and it adds to your sense of abundance. It takes away the feeling of restlessness, staleness, powerlessness that can exist in this time space reality. I also grew up saying, "I can't dance, I don't have rhythm." Dance is such a daily part of my life. If I had left that in my shadow, I would not get the fulfillment I get from dancing. I wouldn't be able to help others get fulfillment, you see? So there's some beautiful things down in your shadow. There's also some taboo things in your shadow, sexual urges, thoughts, um, things that you, for whatever reason, got the perception that it was not okay. However, you still want to do it. You know, you still want to do it because you often project. Let's talk about projection right quick. You project the contents of your shadow when you are determined to ignore it, when you're determined to deny it. How do you know what's in your shadow and when you're projecting? Because you're looking at another person doing a thing and you feel all triggered inside. That's one way of telling, right? You're looking at me dancing and you're going, "Why does she have to do all of that? Why she got to dress like that? Why she?" But if you look deeper inside, there was a point where you used to, and somebody told you it was unacceptable. And so you stopped, and you feel I should stop too. Because how dare I have the audacity to think that I'm spiritual and also being like this as well? You see, that's how you project on other people. You're on social media and you're getting triggered all over the place because people are doing things, right? And you really want to do the thing. It's just that doing the thing might cause some type of embarrassment, humiliation, or shame. And the fear of those feelings are stronger than your desire. So you suppress it. This is one way to find out what's in your shadow, the taboo things, the things that really excite you. And you go, "Oh, I shouldn't really like that," or "I'm not like that anymore." Right? The contents of your shadow are not going to come and take over your life when you're aware. They do take over your life when you are unaware, when you are in denial about what's going on. Let me give you an example. There's a very, let's say, peaceful and spiritual person. Oh, this person is just love and light all the way. But then the person has an outburst, curses out their spouse, their children, the people on the job, and everybody goes, "Oh, but they were so peaceful and so this or that." That person had been suppressing so many things within their being that their being had had enough. The being will rebel because you are not a vessel to contain parts of yourself. Parts of yourself are here in this time space reality to be expressed according to your highest good. So you don't have to be ashamed or afraid of what's in your shadow. You got to know that you have one, right? Sometimes people may tell you, "Oh, you're so impatient, you're so defensive." And you go, "No, I'm not." That very act right there is defensive. It's in your shadow, but you're unaware of it. So you will swear that you're not like that, but you are. You're so controlling. Yep. You are controlling, but you will probably say, I'm not controlling. It's just that you see, you justify your actions. But let somebody else come to you and start trying to control you. You can see that right away. You know why they came to you with their controlling behavior? To show you how you also do the same thing. We're going to reflect in the outside world what we are feeling on the inside. It's like a mirror. All right. For one, remember I just told you, you don't even know what your belief systems are because you are unconscious. I'm trying to help you become conscious. Now, think about this. Let's say you have like a crumb on your face or something like that. You don't know the crumb is on your face until you look in the mirror. And then you go, oh my God, I've been walking around all day like that, unaware, unconscious of the presence on your face, and nobody said anything, right? Well, the people in your life are reflections letting you know what contents are in your shadow. This is another way to find out what is in your shadow. Listen to the people around you. A lot of times, people are coming at you in a venomous way because they're upset based upon how your shadow has affected them. But if you sit back and come away from the trigger, you will find that you actually do the things that they say. And if you know yourself, then you can heal yourself by bringing that energy into a resolved state and using it for good. That's emotional alchemy, right? So your shadow is nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not evil. It's a part of you. You need it. Their gifts and their talents, feelings, emotions. When you shut down, every time you shut down how you really feel and what you really want, it goes into your shadow. Your shadow is like a receptacle for all the energy that you don't want to be aware of and that you're not aware of, right? You can't be aware of every single thing going on in this earth. You would be a basket case, okay? If your senses opened up and you were able to notice everything going on, you would not be able to function. So your subconscious will absorb the information and categorize it for you for ease and convenience. But we need to periodically take a look at that content by our negative emotions, our triggers, and also the people around us are reflecting the contents of our shadow. Also, the things that we desire that we judge and say to ourselves, you shouldn't want that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't be like that. All of that is the content of your shadow. There's so much in your shadow, so much of yourself that has yet to be discovered. And so you got to give yourself a chance to do that. Yes, it can be a little scary at first. That's why I'm here to support you. I'm here to offer one on one coaching. I also offer courses, self study courses, so that you can go at your own pace. Listen, you could you could work your way through your shadow over a period of years, like I did, or you can do it rather quickly with somebody like me. I didn't have somebody like me in front of me. I watched videos, I read books, I did all of that, but I didn't have a person to walk with me on the journey. I'm here to walk with you on the journey. I can hear the contents of your shadow, your belief system, by what you're saying, how you're reacting. And if you trust me within a coaching session, then we can find what to do about it, right? You don't have to wait years. You don't even have to go through pain, the pain of somebody criticizing you. And you come in a way trying to work through the negative emotion and the criticism, right? It's a little bit overwhelming. I take some of the overwhelm off of you as your coach. So that's a simplistic way of looking at your shadow. There's way more in your shadow, but I wanted to talk about the good things and the perceived negative things so that you can integrate yourself into your life. It does you no good to deny your shadow because your shadow it contains parts of you that you actually need to add richness and fulfillment and fun and spontaneity and to add variety to life. If you're feeling stale, depressed, anxious, restless, there's some stuff going on in your shadow, and you deserve to work it out so you can come out of some of these mindsets that hold you hostage. Okay? Remember, your belief systems are beneath your consciousness. You're not aware of them. So you can't say, well, I already know. I already know. It's what you don't know that you know that runs your show. And you can gather all of the affirmations that you want to gather. And affirmations are beautiful and they are a beautiful part of spiritual work. But here's the thing, Affirmations carry a certain vibration. And if in your ego, your subconscious, your vibration is low, you're not going to manifest by that affirmation often. It's going to be by chance, the right place at the right time. I don't know about you, but I don't want right place at the right time. It's going to happen, but I want to minimize it as much as possible. And that is aligning yourself with your higher self, such that your ego serves your higher self and your persona is a reflection of both. This is how the self works in the area of the shadow. If you need anything, reach out to me at veronicamarie.com. If you're on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. This helps me reach more people. I give you good content. You give back by sharing. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. I'm Coach Veronica Marie, and I will talk to you soon.